Halftime entertainment here with the in-house band tonight. Back at it for the second half.
You know what's going to be really interesting tonight is to watch the Crimes and see how they're going to work their jammer rotation, because with the screech around back in the attack, that really frees them up to do a lot of different things. Like right now we're seeing Saint out there blocking.
It will be interesting. Screech around was a big factor. I talked to him actually a few weeks ago about his return. I told him I think his team needed him, and he agreed that he was a definite factor. But starting off is that thing, getting lead jam for the South Grand Slammers.
I'll tell you what, though, it took them a long time. That was a full lap it took, and then some to get lead jam.
And word from Crimes, Demetrius Prime is able to get out of the pack, so that definitely is what the Crimes need to keep doing all night long. Push the issue, see if they can get some points.
So the Crimes forced Bethlehem to call that off, and it looks like it's going to be a push. 1 point for each squad. That's what the Crimes want to see.
Well, very strong defensive start for both squads. You're going to expect a lot of hard hitting, great walls from the Slammers, and that's what the Crimes are going to have to equal if they want to compete. They're going to have to put up similarly strong walls, and they did that in that first game.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see a lot of that all night from this Crimes squad.
It looks like they will send out Screech around for his first jam of the night, his first jam of the local season. And he goes up against, it looks like handrails sneaking in there for the South Grand Slammers.
A very slow mixed up pack right now coming out of turn 2. Handrail force to the inside.
Sink doing a nice job as the pivot. Sends handrail on the inside, and the first lead jam out for the Riverhead Crimes goes to Screech around.
And immediately Screech around makes his impact known, getting lead jam. And oh boy, and now we're going to see a power jam in favor of the Crimes. Screech around goes to work.
We didn't talk about this at the outset, but one thing, we would say it's the South Grand Slammers are slightly favored in this one. That's okay, but the thing that the Crimes are going to have to do, and they will do, and are doing right now, is take advantage of any opportunity they have against this Slammers team. If they get power jams, they need to score and score often. And that is 2 back-to-back grand slams for Screech around. Philly's being set to the pivot for the Riverfront Crimes. The Saint, he goes off. Nice hit by Spin Diesel, and Sweet Tooth to send Screech around back into the center, and he's recycled to the back of the pack.
It's a good individual play there by the Slammers blockers. Nice move by Screech around back to the inside. That, I believe, is going to be another grand slam.
Screech around getting an early workout already. We're going to test his stamina out, aren't we here? We're seeing him already do several laps on this jam.
Nice block by Spin Diesel, forcing Screech around back to the inside. He now cycles back to the back of the pack, and that's going to be the end of that jam, but not before the Crimes put a 15 spot up on the board. So a nice quick.
Looks like they might give him a little more, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, there we go. A 19-point strike.
So big 19-point jam for the Crimes to take an early lead, 20-1.
Yeah, you say that the Slammers were favored, and you can really only go by their performance last month against the Rockets, but really on paper these two teams are so evenly matched, so deep. And here we see short knocks on the jam line. I was wondering if we were going to see that tonight.
And lead jam goes to short knocks of the Crimes. I really think that this matchup is good for the Crimes. I think this is a good chance for them with a healthier roster right now to get back into this league local season. And they match up well against the Slammers.
I'll tell you what, the addition of short knocks to this jammer rotation is a huge boost for the potential offensive output of this Crimes squad.
5-point grand slam there for short knocks. Handrail getting brutalized there on turn 1. Gets himself out finally. Short knocks back out for his second scoring pass. Looks like he will call the jam off. And lands an additional 2 points. Handrail did a good job of recovering there. Got 1 point out of that one. Be early now, 27-2, but this is Derby. And you cannot sit on any lead.
No, especially not just 5 minutes in. There's still a whole lot of Derby to play here.
Slammers will have to execute and try to recover this early deficit, this power jam difference here. Keep the jam line for the South Grand Slammers.
That would be the Bachelor's Prime on the line for the Crimes. Matt King Kill is going to be your lead jammer.
So very quick jam there, actually very quick lead jam. Lightning strike from Matt King Kill. They will use him in the pack as well as on the jam line. He's kind of a wild card for his team. Very strong wall from the South Grand Slammers. Nice recovery from this jam. And that is a 5-point grand slam from Matt King Kill. So the response we knew we'd have, here comes, and it's a power jam for the Slammers.
The power jam, the great equalizer, and now we're going to see Nat King Kill go to work.
There's a track cut that was called against the Bachelor's Prime. And the shifty one, Nat King Kill, goes through on a scoring pass. 5-point grand slam. Jukebox Hero, a nice hit there on turn 2 to send Nat back to the back of the pack. He recovers quickly though and gets through for 5 more points.
Nat King Kill doing a really nice job right now. A 3-on-2 pack advantage in favor of the Crimes. However, they are a jammer down.
Knifes his way through the Crimes. Saint edges him out though. Nice job of little foot blocking there from the Saint. We've seen him already a big factor as a blocker tonight. Traditionally, we've seen him as a jammer for the Crimes.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, that's one thing you've seen a lot recently, just the last couple of years, is a real emphasis on the starting and stopping. The starting and stopping. Forcing a guy out of play, skating back immediately. Especially with the change to no minors, is now any cut is a major.
So nice jam there for the Slammers. I believe it was a 20-point jam, perhaps.
And now I believe we're going to have a referee timeout.
Referee timeout. Guys, go.
Danger was pleased with that track cut call.
Ref timeout.
And when we do the action, we will send out that wing for the Slammers alone. Very brief time left on the power jam penalty.
We were going to do it for ref timeout. We were going to do it for
Against
timeout. But we really need
the Crimes.
All right, let's get to one of our sponsors here. Pat's Blue Ribbon Beer is proud to be the official beer sponsor of the St. Louis Gatekeepers. If you're looking for something to quench that thirst, grab an ice cold PBR. PBR available right here at the Midwest Sports Hockey Complex. You can get it down by where you came in or up at the bar area. Up at the bar area, there's also lots of good food to eat. Also, I'd like to direct your attention over to the merchandise booth. You can get t-shirts and all sorts of fun collectibles from the St. Louis Gatekeepers. And also, I do believe there are some collectibles from Super Fun Yeah Yeah Rocket Ship over there as well. Also a big blowout right now on Rockets t-shirts as they've got some new merchandise coming in. So your Rockets t-shirts are on sale tonight, so make sure to go on over and check that out.
If you have a chance, stop by and say hello to Emily, the soon-to-be brushing bride, Emily, of the bachelorette party over here. Congratulations to Emily, and she's getting married very soon, right? Yeah, there she is.
March 25th, I
March
believe.
25th. Oh, my.
I'm sorry, May 25th.
May 25th. Either one.
Yeah.
You get married twice.
Yeah,
It's
sure,
fine.
why not?
It's fine.
I think that's legal in some states.
It really is. It really is.
So if you feel like buying somebody a beer tonight, I think Emily with the bachelorette party would probably be a good choice.
And don't forget to stop and find a raffle ticket.
That's right. Just keep the beer flowing over to that bachelor party.
Yeah. And we are back to action. Brief power jam here for the South Grand Slammers. That wing tries to fight his way through Led Zeppelin. Last block of the beat does so and gets lead jam. But the Bachelor's Prime is quickly out of the box and on his tail. Limited amount of blockers for both sides, so the speed is moving very quickly right now.
This is really the marquee jammer matchup you're going to see tonight. Both very good travel team jammers going at it head to head.
And it looks like that wing is able to get 1 point out of that one.
Nice choice.
So we'll cut into the lead further. It's now 27-23 with 22 minutes left to go in the first half. Be in favor of the Riverfront Crimes. And we will see Screech Around take the jam line for the Crimes against Hanway for the Slammers.
And here we see two B team jammers going head to head. Although Handrail has been moved up to the travel team this season, so he's going to probably see some action there.
It was a very talented league, my friend, a very talented league.
Oh, what a nice move to the inside. Handrail is your lead jammer, however, screech around hot on who's tail.
Jammer action. We see Handrail go inside, just had a small amount to work with and able to get through. Right now the Primes have a block advantage, but a nice job of the kneel-depth experience to break things up and allow Handrail to try to move up and get some points.
Oh boy, Handrail picked up a major there at the end of that jam with a low block.
Whoopsie. So 21 minutes left to go. Second power jam of the night for the Riverfront Primes. Both sides look to have their full complement of blockers.
That's number 88 on the line, Short Knox.
Short Knox is out there on the power jam.
Very strong. Oh, nice move.
The 360 Gibson D maneuver.
I'll tell you what.
What do you do about that?
Short Knox makes a habit of doing those kinds of things. Really ridiculous on his skates.
He does more with one skate than most skaters do with two.
I'll tell you what though, if you're the Slammers, that is exactly the blocking rotation you want out there. Sweet tooth, Percy control, and double excel, but not enough to keep Short Knox from grabbing that grand slam.
Well, the way Derby works now in the power jam, it's almost impossible to stop the other side completely, men and women. You just want to limit the damage. That's the job. Try to be penalty free. And Short Knox looked to the referee and thought maybe he would get away with it, but the referee can't really tell him what's going on, so he just kind of looking at him like, make the call, buddy. And it was a shot cut. So Handrail back out there. Points were scored though by the Primes. So this is a counter attack here by the Slammers Handrail. 4 blockers out there for the Primes right now. Led Zeppelin sends spinning off into his bench.
So some very fine defensive work right now by the Primes as they keep sending Handrail out. Very strong wall of brutal.
There's an illegal block there.
So a major forearm they called on brutal.
It's okay though. You're still holding back the jammer. Look at Led Zeppelin. Used all parts of his body. And that one comes to a close. I'll tell you what, great defensive effort by the Riverfront Primes there to limit the damage. Both sides picked up a few points. We will see where the score sits after they are assessed. Looks like it's 35-27 in favor of the Primes after that. Very active jam.
It was,
to say the least.
a whole lot going on there, and we are back in action now as Nat King Kill goes to work, and here's your lead champion.
Nat King Kill is not going to be held back for too long. He's too talented and he's able to get through. The power jam comes to a close. Short Knox is back out there. Nice hit from Sweet Tooth there. On turn 4, we see Short Knox way back to the back of the pack. Nat King Kill with one block in the beat does so. Notches up the 4-point jam.
Short Knox just so for a smaller guy, he is so strong. He is so hard to hit and so hard to take out.
His center of gravity appears to be so low, you just don't know really where to hit him. You go too low with him, he's just going to move right past you.
So only 4 points separate these two squads now with just under 17 and a half to go.
Oh, looks like more points were added. We're tied.
Oh, hey.
35 all with 17 minutes and some changes to go here in the first half. So it is. We're all back to to square again, man. 0-0, as it were.
It's a new ball game.
It is a new ball game. Shoot a basket. And that wing out there jamming for the South Grand Slammers gets lead jam. One of the Hawks sends Demetrius Prime into the stands in turn 2, but was called for the penalty. Prime is able to clear his way through the pack. That wing calls the jam off, gets his 4 points, and moves on.
And that what we call a lead change.
And Handmill will be taking the jam line for the South Grand Slammers against Street Around of the Primes. Good to see Walker Hamilton back out there on skates.
Yes, sir.
Good to see Street Around out there as well. I like the healthy Riverfront Primes team.
That's right. The only injury right now for the Primes would be Mr. Pink. I believe he's got a bum knee that's been bothering him this season, so he's not dressed for tonight.
Both Chambers still fighting their way out, and Street Around gets lead jam for the Primes. Back and forth action, both sides.
More importantly, the Primes were able to do some defensive work and really hold handrail back. So we're going to see some points here by the Primes.
They did a good job. Go ahead.
That was a really nice clean out by Blake Zeppelin there on first and control.
I was going to say the same exact thing. But I'll let you take that one. We both saw it at the same time. Very good job of allowing the clear out to give a great lane for Street Around to make a scoring run.
You literally could have driven a truck on that lane.
I could have scored 1 point. One.
Okay, one. I'll say one.
Yes. So tied up at 39 with 15 minutes left to go. This one has had everything we hoped it would. It has definitely been a grudge match between these two squads.
So it's going to be Max being killed going up against Short Knox now.
Both skaters getting sent, one inside, one outside.
Sweet Tooth does a really nice job, but Short Knox just too strong on that outside line.
And that's what we talked about. Where do you hit him? How do you get him cleanly? It's really hard to do.
And look at the speed of Short Knox too, as he's already back in the back.
He is a welcome addition to the Riverfront Primes this season. And they'll call a jam off as Nat King Kill was quickly around. So nice recovery by the Slammers. 2 points on the board. So the Primes will take the 2-point lead with 14 minutes left to go here in the first half.
And that's on the lead change. I think the bar is going to be happy tonight as people are going to be buying a lot of PBR to keep track with these lead changes.
Yes, everyone should buy PBR.
That's right.
You grow up big and strong.
It's got electrolytes.
And vitamins.
That's right. Barley and oats, those are vitamins, good vitamins, right?
That wing takes the jam line for the Slammers against Demetrius Prime for the Riverfront Primes. That wing pushes its way forward. Demetrius Prime goes inside and gets lead jam for the Primes.
A very nice speed burst there on the inside line, and Demetrius Prime slides through and grabs lead jam.
And this is the best jam so far in the night for Demetrius Prime. They need him to score if they're going to want to try to get a win here tonight. And the track cut penalty is called against Batwing. So this is a power jam for the Primes. The third power jam of the night for the Riverfront Primes.
So we've got one Grand Slam already, and Prime's looking to add some more.
This is a big moment right now for the Primes. They look to get the momentum fully in their favor.
There's one strong set of blockers out there by the Slammers now.
Penalty call there, down double XL, 5-point Grand Slam for Demetrius Prime. They're doing what they want though. They're slowing them down, the Slammers are. They're not letting them get through cleanly.
Well, you know what though, what a lot of people don't realize is the effect that this power jam is going to have for the next couple of jams.
That's right.
As what usually happens during a power jam is the defending team ends up drawing a lot of penalties.
That's right.
So like in this case now, double XL sitting, so now they're only going to have 3 blockers out there for this next jam.
And the Slammers are going to call a timeout. as the Crimes have taken a 56-39 lead with 12 minutes and some change to go. Jam was called off early, so Screecher On will have plenty of time to establish himself as lead jammer.
And it's time for the kiss cam, ladies and gentlemen, kiss cam. I'm not sure.
A little alarmed and excited.
These people are getting waved away.
That's a kiss cam. You're supposed to kiss somebody. There you go.
There we go.
Kiss cam.
Yes, there we go. Who's next?
This is the high level magic, folks. This cam's coming to you. Get yourself on the kiss cam.
All right, Doc Harley Davidson is your number one source of all things Harley Davidson. Go visit their 28,000 square foot facility in Lynchburg and Big Bend and see why Doc's Harley Davidson is number 2 in the nation in sales, service, and facilities. Doc's is the official Harley sponsor of St. Louis Gatekeepers. You can find them online at docsharleydavidson.com.
Kiss Cam is brought to you by PBR, the beer with a taste for kissing.
All right, yeah, I can go with that. I do, however, think we should probably keep the kiss cam away from the bachelorette party. That could be a problem.
And away from sex offender.
Very true, very true.
And out there is Screecher On jamming by himself in the Riverfront Crimes, and he gets lead jam.
Screecher On says blockers. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, wow.
Mercy Control's got time for blocking them. He sends Screecher On down right there at turn 4. And Screecher On has a long road back to the back of the pack to reset. The power jams come to a close. That means back out there.
Mercy Control kind of doing a little defensive predator. Screecher On, why don't you just have a seat right over here?
Right over here. Screecher On makes his way through. And he's awarded the 5-point grand slam. This brief power jam ends, but not before the Crimes can take advantage once again. Screecher On goes back through, hits a very angry wall, hits his 1 point, calls the jam off. So the lead now looks to be 63-39 unofficially, with 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Looks like they're going to stay 62.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your picture is taken tonight on the kiss cam, you can check those out later on Facebook under the St. Louis Gatekeepers Facebook page.
Oh, that's lovely.
And
Rail out there jamming for the South Grand Slammers. With short knocks. And lead jam goes to the Riverfront Crimes. Oh, big hit there by Bled Zeppelin. It was done, looks like, after the engagement zone there, so he was sent to the box, and there's a lot of Crimes in the penalty box right now.
Saint is down on the infield, and
Handrail is gone through for his first pass, and his scoring pass, that's 4 points for the South Grand Slammers. And the jam is called off, but 3 points picked up by the Crimes there, but Handrail took advantage of his blocking advantage there for his team.
Saint was very slow to get up there, spent most of that jam in the infield. That is not a good sign for the Crimes. Please will take a look at him.
We will think positive thoughts for the Saint and hope that he will shake that off and get back out there.
He's a derby player, heavy guy.
He stirs. So, Botcher's Prime takes the jam line for the Crimes against Nat King Kill for the South Grand Slammers. And Botcher's Prime gets lead jam. Has been a very effective night for the Crimes blockers. A little bit of a penalty problem right now they've been overcome.
That's right, a 3-on-2 pack advantage in favor of the Slammers.
Looks like 2 points on the board there for the Crimes. I'll tell you what, I've been very impressed with the Riverfront Crimes offensive blocking. They have been doing a good job of opening up holes all night long for their jammers.
That's right, the Crimes are playing a very patient game. They're waiting for those lanes. They're not trying to force anything, and they're totally capitalizing on mistakes that the Slammers make.
8.5 minutes left to go. 68 to 43 in favor of the Crimes. And they will be sending out, streak around against Batwing. And the 2 blockers out there right now, and Batwing takes advantage against lead jam for the Slammers.
So 3-on-3 right now in the blocking situation. Streak around still trying to get through the block this first time.
Double XL and Percy Control did the best they could to hold back streak around, but they were unable to do so. They know each other very well. Work together often in the past. 4 points for Batwing. Oh, that jam into the Riverfront Crimes lead.
So right now the Crimes doing exactly what they need to do. Currently enjoying a 21-point lead with just under 7.5 to go here in the first half.
And Handball takes the jam line for the Slammers against short knocks for those Crimes. Every time that the Crimes won the Power Jam Hammer, they have taken advantage. They've not squandered those opportunities. Derby's mysterious, though. It will flip the script on you before you know it. So the Crimes have to continue to build this lead, and lead jam goes to Hanrail. Because you know if opportunity knocks, the Slammers will take advantage of it. Good defensive effort right now off the front wall of the Slammers. They've been very physical, as we know they can do.
Short knocks now finally completing his initial pass.
So Hanwell calls the jam off, gets his 4 points. But Brett Zeppelin has been very upset this evening. Has somebody taken his bike or something's gone wrong there? He has been all over the track tonight.
He has been an absolute beast so far this season.
6 minutes left to go, and the Slammers once again try to cut into the lead. They look for positive jams before the end of the first half.
I guarantee you that Magnum PIMP is sitting somewhere in this arena smiling at Bud Zeppelin, knowing that that guy's going to be blocking for him later on this season during travel team play.
And Nat King Kill takes the jam line for the South Grand Slammers. Goes up against Debaucherous Prime. Nat King Kill gets lead jam for the South Grand Slammers. You see the Slammers have really raised the intensity of their blocking. If you look at their faces, they look rather angry, frankly. And a 5-point grand slam for Nat King Kill. They are really, really fired up right now.
Well, the Crimes are in some serious penalty trouble right now.
I agree. Oh, Nat King Kill tries a little eat the baby.
Debaucherous Prime, wily veteran, having none of that. Oh, here we go.
He looks to consume some babies. Double XL does send him back out. Trap cut was called against him. He was recycled. Nat King killed another scoring pass on the board. So the effort was definitely worth it by Nat King Kill. Makes it a move and calls the jam off, and very nice jam there. Very nice even strength jam for the most part for the Slammers. And they have now reduced this 20-plus point lead down to 3 with 4:28 left to go and a timeout. Well-timed timeout by the Crimes.
And that means... That's right, we're going to get some kiss cam action here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Kiss Cam.
Do you need an online presence that really attracts customers? Then Zap Webworks is the company you need to work with. Specialize in branded games, kiosks, and e-learning. Zap WebWorks is the place to go for all your interactive application development needs. You can find them online at zapwebworks.com. The Broadway Oyster Bar is the place to go for live music, great beer, and atmosphere second to none. Located just a stone's throw away from Busch Stadium at 736 South Broadway. Come see why the Broadway Oyster Bar has been one of St. Louis's most beloved party places for over 30 years. That's right, Kiss Cam. That's right, up in the stadium seating as we're about to get back underway.
I'll tell you what, the music for Kiss Cam has been fantastic.
Yes.
There is romance in the air tonight. Lead jam for the South Grand Slammers, Bentley.
That's 4 jams in a row now that the Slammers have secured lead jammer.
Well, it's been a combination of penalties for the Riverfront Prime blockers and just an intensity level. The Slammers have just picked up the intensity on their blocking.
Wow, Juke with a little stand-up shot there on Patley.
No points for the Crimes. Wait for the point assessment there for the Slammers. Oh, a 4-point jam there for Battering, and there we have ourselves a lead change. The Slammers now take over 69 to 68, so the comeback is complete, and they have taken the lead once again from the Crimes.
Oh, look at that. No lead change.
I can't do math nor see well.
That's why we announced.
Yes.
So meanwhile, it's handrail right up against the Hawkins Prime.
Handrail is able to get free, and it's called lead jammer. The Dodgers Prime skates very subtly on the outside and find himself in space there. Handrail back around very quickly though on his scoring pass. Goes with the inside move as the Dodgers Prime, but he is cut off there by the Slammers blockers. And we will see a power jam here for the Crimes. And only 2 blockers out there right now for the Slammers. So 4th power jam, and this has been the story so far, is the Crimes taking advantage of these power jams.
Yeah, this is definitely the perfect storm right now for the Crimes. A 4-on-2 pack advantage and the power jam.
Nice move there. Nice move there by the Dodgers Prime for the 5-point grand slam.
10 points now so far for the Dodgers Prime on this jam. Sweet Tooth with a nice force out to the outside, skates back. That's going to make the teams reset.
Dodgers Prime goes back on his next scoring run. Looks for some space. Near-death experience knocks him out. And they do not call that penalty because it was...
He went out. Yeah, went out. So no point, no pass.
It's only 4 points in that jam, but he's able to keep on trucking. Foul jam comes to a close. Handrail gets back out. All in all, not a bad effort there by the Slammers to avoid a big damage there.
These guys may be all part of one organization, but when they're out there playing each other, they are looking to hurt each other.
1 minute and some change to go, likely the last jam of the first half, and it's 84 to 71 in favor of the Riverfront Crimes. Back and forth seesaw action, everything that we hope for and more as both squads bring in their A games tonight here for the local turf wars. Short knocks out there, gets lead jam for the Riverfront Crimes. So the Crimes look to end this one on a positive note. Nat King Kills out there. He's moving very quickly around the track. Short knocks, hits it, and quits it. And gets 1 point.
That's right.
So plenty of time for the skaters to line back up for one more jam. Streaks around, takes the jam line for the Riverfront Crimes.
And now we're going to see, was there enough time on that clock to get a last jam in?
I say yes, sir.
And it looks like there is. We're going to have jam.
So, with no time left on the clock, this one could go the full 2 minutes. That win comes out and gets lead jam for the Slammers.
That's right, a 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of the Slammers, and Badland took full advantage of it. Unfortunately, the teams got really spread out, and it looked like. And also, a quick shout out right now to Charlie Hefner, celebrating his 9-year-old birthday. Charlie Hefner, ladies and gentlemen, 9 years old.
And that win out there for the Slammers against Democracy Prime. 13 points separate these two squads. 30 minutes to go to the side. If the Crimes can get back into this one for the league tournament. And that win gets lead gen for the Slammers.
Democracy Prime now also free out of the pack.
Good job of getting out there, but points scored by 1 point, looks like, for the Slammers. So all that for 1 point, but you're going to take it. When you're down, you'll take anything you can get. So now 85-73 with 29 minutes left to go here.
That's right. The next time you need a tattoo or a piercing, be sure to make a stop at TRX Tattoos and Piercings. Located at 3207 South Grand Boulevard, the friendly, talented, and professional artists on staff will take care of all your tattoo needs. Check them out online at trxtattoos.com.
That King Kill out there for the Slammers against Streak Around. That King Kill goes inside and gets lead jam. So 2 jams, 2 lead jams to start the second half for the Slammers. But both times, the Crime Jammer is able to get out Hammer, so that will limit the scoring for the Slammers.
So right now, the Slammers Jammers are doing better at getting through a nickel pack initially, but the Crimes blockers are doing a nice job of spraying their own jammer to minimize the damage.
4 points on that jam to continue to cut into the lead.
I feel like playing Tetris.
I know it's video games.
You know, roller derby is a little bit like Tetris.
It is.
You have to fit the pieces in through the walls.
That's too heavy for me.
Am I getting too deep?
Yeah, way too deep.
We have to go deeper.
No. Short knocks out there for the Crimes against Batwing for the South Grand Slammers. Both sides free of penalties.
Oh, you just had to say that, didn't you?
Yes, it is. Lead jam goes to Batwing. And the curse of the announcer works once again as Power Jam is called.
I would like to note to the Crimes bench that it was McGill Gorilla that said that, not me.
So sorry. It's just the curse of the announcer. Batwing though on the Power Jam gets the 5-point grand slam. Chance for his team to take the lead on this next pass.
With a broken leg. Yeah.
Both sides of the dead stop. Crimes trying to muscle Batwing out, either in or out. Can't do it. 5-point grand slam, and the Slammers have taken the lead.
Drink, everybody, drink!
Enjoy some nice PBR. The beer with the taste for kissing. Penalty assist to Crimes blocker. Batwing works his way past Led Zeppelin for another 5-point grand slam and calls the jam off. So,
Big jam.
all Slammers so far here to start the second half. They've come out firing on all cylinders and erased their deficit and now taking a 7-point lead.
So next up, we're going to see Nat King on the line as Short Knox stands at the ready to return to play.
There's a very brief power jam here for Nat King Kill, but he doesn't need much time. Very nimble skater, and he does get lead jam. So Knox back out there right now. Tries to work his way through. Does so. Nat King Kill only with Led Zeppelin to beat. And gets the 5-point grand slam, then calls the jam off. We're being surrounded by fans. We're like in the pit right now.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
No, right. come get friendly.
Guess it's a good thing we smell good.
That's a good thing I showered.
I did the speed stick pass.
Oh, man, that's awkward.
It works though.
Manuel out there for the South Grand Slammers against Cavachos Prime. Primes are down one blocker. Oh, that was a little bit of Mario Brothers reference there, everybody.
Very tight pack entering turns 1 and 2.
Prime's really looking for a lead jam here. They want to try to get back on the positive side. And with one to beat, and lead jam for Hanrail and the Slammers. The Slammers have come out slamming, dare I say it, and they have been very, very effective to start the second half.
So far, all 5 jams of this second half, the Slammers have secured lead jammer.
5-point grand slam for Hanrail. And if I'm good at math, and I am not, this is a 30-0 run right now to open up the action here in the second half. Cavachos Prime, he makes it through. Hanrail's pushed it into the inside and makes the track cut. Forced there by Jukebox Hero Led Zeppelin. So this is the opportunity that the Primes desperately need right now. Howard comes in. And the Primes are on their power gen of their own.
That is a big wall that the Cavachos Prime is dealing with right now. Yield up experience, person control, and double excel.
5-point grand slam for the Cavachos Prime as that 30+0 run comes to a close. And the Primes are a positive scoring. No pop clock. 5-point grand slam for the Cavachos Prime. He is not lead jammer. He cannot call a jam off. This one's going to go the full 2 minutes.
So 3-on-3 pack as Luz Agudo makes his way to the penalty box, and that's going to bring the jam to an end.
Looks like Hanrail to grab a few additional points. So the lead now is 104 for the Slammers and 95 for the Richmond Primes with just under 23 minutes left to go here in the second half.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, at either of the concession stands here, you can get yourself an ice-cold PBR, proud sponsors of Gatekeeper Roller Derby. That's right, the Pabst Blue Ribbon is in the house.
PBR. Streets around out there with a lead jam, a very brief lead jam for the Primes. Excuse me, power jam for the Primes. And Streets around gets lead jam. Hanrail returns to the track and quickly gets through the pack. It's a Streets around scoring pass though.
Oh, really strong legwork there by Streets around to maintain his balance.
Good job of recovery there by the Slammers to get 2 points out of that jam. They're able to hold on to a very brief, very small, 7-point lead. They might have themselves a timeout, perhaps.
And we've got a Slammers timeout. So that means it's time for the Kiss Cam.
Kiss Cam. Another exciting run of the kiss game. And time is running out for the 50-50 drawing, folks, so get your last second tickets in for that. And look at St. Charlie Brown. He can move like nobody's business. Holy moly. Sign that cat up for Dancing with the Stars.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get back into action.
Looking over the bench of the Riverfront Crimes, I am disappointed to, of course, announce that the Saint is off his skates and is icing his knee down, so he will obviously not be playing the rest of the bout, and that's why Riverfront Crimes fans have not seen him on the track here in the second half. And a penalty is assessed to Short Knox. So a power jam for Batwing, who gets lead jam. And the Slammers are looking to extend their 7-point lead here with 21 and some change left to go in the second half.
Still a lot of time here, still over 21 minutes. But this power jam is going to be a doozy as Batwing with the grand slam.
So what it feels like the script has flipped from the first half. Multiple power jams for the Riverfront Crimes have turned around. And now we've seen a few power jams here for the Slammers.
Crimes doing a really nice job right now containing Batwing as he does finally get the grand slam.
Little 3-6-0 there, little dipsy-do by Batwing. 10-point jam with more to go here.
Oodles of brutal. Blood Zeppelin and Jukebox Hero right now trying to contain Batwing and slow down this power jam attack.
Strong blockers out there for the Crimes. They have a chance to slow down Batwing just a bit.
Very nice job.
5-point grand slam. Damage is done. Power jam comes to a close as Short Knox returns.
Oh!
And that will probably send Batwing to the box, and it will. So we have exchanged power jams. Now power jams go for Short Knox and Riverfront Crimes. Not as much time on this jam clock though for Short Knox to work with as Batwing had. And that'll do it for this jam. But the Crimes will start off the next jam on the power jam.
So 166-99 the score right now with just under 19 and a half to go in the second half. Little Tendo's elbow there.
It's great. St. Ford is rocking it out tonight. Botcher's Prime takes the jam line for the Riverfront Crimes. Lone jam on the track right now. And he looks to get his team back into this one, down 22.
The Botcher's Prime able to just get so low that Double XL really just had no chance there.
Does the old inside-outside move, ducks the block, spins around, moves past Vin Diesel for a 5-point grand slam. That one had everything. What you gonna do about that?
There just really isn't anything you can do about that.
Double XL just shook his head like, can't stop it. Can only hope to contain it. Another 5-point grand slam. Power jam comes to a close as Batwing returns to the track. Riverfront Crimes have to shift from pure defense to a little bit of defense and offense. And the jam is called off.
So now only 7 points separating these two squads. Big power jam there for the Crimes to get right back in this one.
Both sides playing so tough, so evenly. Riverfront Crimes doing their best to adapt to losing very talented Saint. One of their blockers tonight, who played the pivot most of the evening.
Charlie St. Brown wants you to get fired up, people. It's time to get fired up. Do you need an online presence that really attracts customers? Then Zap Webworks is the company you need to work with. Specializing in branded games, kiosks, and e-learning, Zap Webworks is the place to go for all your interactive application development needs. You can find them online at zapwebworks.com. Sachs Harley-Davidson is your #1 source for all things Harley-Davidson. Go visit their 28,000 square foot facility at the corner of Lindbergh and Big Bend and see why Sachs Harley-Davidson is your Harley-Davidson shop.
Back to action here as Streets Around takes the jam line for the Crimes. Against Natalie Gill and Streets Around gets lead jam.
Possibly a bit of a momentum shift going here as the Crimes are now on the offensive.
And Streets Around goes for his first scoring pass. Captain Gill was released as well.
The Streets Around calls that jam off, but not before picking up what looks like a couple points. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we have the next stoppage in play, we're going to call the 50-50 raffle number. So have those tickets at the ready. The next stoppage in play, the next timeout call, we're going to call that number.
And nice job of contributing tonight. We thank everyone for entering into the 50-50. We appreciate your support. Back to action here with 5 points separate these teams with 16 minutes left to go.
Short Knox going up against Batwing.
Short Knox trying to power his way through that front wall and does so. Lead jam for the Riverfront Crimes. Hottest tail though is Batwing.
Two of probably the fastest skaters you're going to see here on the track tonight.
And a bolt of lightning. Riverfront Crimes, Short Knox blasts his way through for 1 point. But I tell you what, with so few points separating these teams, every one of those points is so important.
Oh yeah, that point could be the difference. You never know when it comes down to the wire. Remember, we had a wild one in that championship last month.
Oh yeah. I recall that one thing. I'm still having nightmares. Yeah. Woo. Still seeing stuff. 4 points, 15.5 minutes. Tight out here, folks. If this one doesn't get you excited, then you probably need a heart surgery or something. Got King Kill out there right now. And he is called for the cut. So it's about this Crime, the lone jammer. He gets lead jam and he's on the power jam. A chance to take the lead here for the Crimes.
As we so often see, penalties have been the story of tonight's game. Oh, wow.
What did they tell you? A small fall. Fall small, excuse me. 5-point grand slam, and that will put the Crimes in the lead. Drink for lead change, folks. Have a PBR. Barry Hammer.
Just a really physical play right now by the Slammers. They are just beating on the Botcher's Prime.
Well, and that's the way you have to handle him. You have to be very, very physical with him. You have to wear him down. And if you can do that consistently for an entire bout, you've got a chance to slow him down.
Yeah, that's the whole trick. Is you have to slow him down. If you slow him down and get a beat on him, then you can hope to contain him.
Yep. But he makes it through, so a 10-point jam, and that will extend the very small lead down to 6 for the Crimes.
And now we've got a timeout Slammer, so get those tickets ready.
Time for the 50-50 drawing.
Just coming right up here to Alright, so there's our 50-50 winner. My compatriot Miguel Gorilla has a bail on me, so over here I got a special guest announcer in the form of none other than the Dogtown Rockets' own Zombie Jesus is joining me here.
I have no rooting interest, I swear.
So obviously you want the Crimes to win this one.
Usually that makes sense for us after our loss last bout. Yes, I would agree with that. This is an amazing game.
That's right. This game has been absolutely amazing. And right now, it's Paddling versus Screecheron out there jamming for their respective teams.
Wow. Amazing play by Screecheron. Down on his knees. Juke holding Batwing as best he can.
But not before Batwing is able to put 4 points up on the board, which really ended a drought of about 5 jams and no points there for the Slammers.
He like slid past him.
If this score is correct, we have 2-point differential with 13 minutes left. It's been back and forth all down. It's been amazing.
There have been at least a half a dozen lead changes here tonight. Both of these teams playing very evenly matched packs. And now Nat King Kill takes the line for the Slammers going up against Short Knox for the Crimes. Short Knox has been a breath of fresh air in that jammer rotation, but Nat King Kill
Big
here.
hit by perfect control.
Nat King Kill is going to be your lead jammer.
You're going to see who's in front. And there's a big cut by Nat King Kill. Keep watching.
I'll tell you what, penalties have absolutely been the story of tonight so far. Both teams taking good advantage of these power jams when they come.
You know, fans have never seen this before. You see this slow play. This happens when you have a jammer up situation. You slow down the path, and you can score as many points as possible. But it takes a lot out of the jammers, I have to say.
Absolutely. And that's going to be a that's going to be a grand slam.
You see these jammers fighting through the opposing team's wall. It's just sometimes dead on dead friction. Incredible Hulk was looking for a cut there. He didn't get it.
I'll tell you what, physical play has been the name of the game tonight. The Slammers have just absolutely brutalized the Crimes jammers, but they didn't take a heavy lick and got right back up.
Absolutely. And that King Kill is back in the country. They have 2 jammers again, and they're looking for points. The Crimes jammers having a tough time here. He's pulling himself off the track. This is trouble.
Short Knox goes down there late in that jam. Fortunately, time ran out on the jam before the Slammers were able to capitalize. So now only 8 points separate these two. I'm sorry. Make that. My math is terrible.
That
That's
is 8 points.
3 points. Don't mind me, I've had too much to drink tonight. Speaking of which, you can join us at the after party at Atomic Cowboy after this.
Oh, if you haven't been to Atomic Cowboy, now is the time to go. Well, after the bout.
That's right.
And this is What you're seeing Prime try to do right now with that wing is called eating the baby. That is trying to draw the opposing position back into the pack.
Battling, however, having one of it.
He's calling it off.
The Rogers Prime forced to call that jam off, so that's going to be a 0-0 jam. We have not seen many of those here tonight.
You know, anytime there's some good jammer on jammer action, that gets me excited.
I'll bet the bachelorette party really enjoyed all that hot jammer on jammer action.
Yeah, that's some jammer. I mean, you can't get that anywhere.
That's right.
Try to go on the east side. There's no jammer on jammer action.
Well, it's a different kind of jam.
You're right. It's like we have screech around. I can't see the slammers jamming.
Looks like handrail.
Handrail gets knocked out, and you know what? That is a cut on handrail. We've got a power jam for the Prime. And there goes Screech. He's got lead jam. This is going to be a tough battle. This wall for the Grand Slammers is tough here. We got person control, double XL. These are travel team caliber players here that Screech has to go up against. He gets hit there, but he stays in, and he gets past person control. Inconceivable!
Another 5-point grand slam for Screech around in the Primes.
Screech trying to find his way through that big wall. His teammates are trying to help him through, and now there's a big push. These are the travel team guys I'm talking about. And he gets through.
Every point so precious here with only moments left in this game, under 8 minutes to go. This could be a big jam here for the Primes.
This is crunch time, there's no doubt about it. It's Screech around, pops to the inside. He's looking for the inside every time. He calls it. As soon as handrail pops back in. That was an opportune time to call that jam.
So now a 23-point lead.
So I gotta ask you, what do you think that the Slammers looking for now? They're a little over 20 points now. What do they need?
Well, the Slammers, they really just need to be patient. They've still got a plan. There's still over 7 minutes to go. They just need to be patient, and they need to keep their blockers on the track. Penalties now are a killer.
Smart play by Nat Kingfielder. He got knocked out, but the blocker fell down. He gets to come back in. Oh! Double XL with a crazy big hit. And that's Led Zeppelin doing his best to keep Nat from getting lead jammer. Because what the Slammers need now, every single time, is that lead jammer.
Yeah, the goal right now is to chip away that lead. That lead is still manageable.
That's 5 points for that. The Primes have not gotten their jam right yet. Big, huge hit by Neil Death Experience, saving a last-second jammer getting out.
Again, the Slammers' physicality tonight has just been off the scale. They've just been pummeling the Primes jammers all night.
Short Knox needs to work his way out of this because Nat Kingfield is racking the points.
Yeah, this jam here is huge for the Slammers because it's almost like a power jam because Knox still has not completed his initial pass.
And Jukebox here with not a play call. That's leaving the blockers short-handed for the Primes. This is exactly what they don't need. We have a 4-on-2 blocker situation. This is what the Slammers are looking for.
Yeah, the Slammers right now are taking full advantage of this situation. Neil Death Experience, Spin Diesel, Double XL, and Sweet Tooth are just pummeling Short Knox, and I think we're going to see a lead change on a huge full strength slam jam.
Wow, what we just saw there was a there's almost a lead change without a jammer up situation.
Yeah, that was a very big jam by the Slammers, a very smart timeout by the Primes to try to kill some of this momentum. Once again, a 20-point even strength jam.
And here comes the kiss cam. Perfect timing. Break the tension, guys. Hey, that looks like Magnet GIMP in Dallas. That's Derby royalty right there. Oh, I think Dallas just got pregnant.
Now I think they're having twins.
We've got Derby action back. Here we go. Big jam for the Primes. They need to get some of the momentum back. And they just did it. Perfect jam for the situation. There goes Prime getting that lead jam. And now Batwings have a tough time getting through the Prime's path. Led with a big save last second. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Blood Zeppelin has been so huge tonight with just the best blocks at the most opportune times.
That's 5 points. The Bosch's Prime. That couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh my word.
He's pulling out all the moves. And Batwing's going to get his way out. Prime's going to try to score as many points as he can before Batwing gets into the score points. And he does it. What a huge jam by the Bachelor's Prime. That was exactly what the Primes needed. Perfect music too. I really appreciate this music for this last 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Wow, this is really coming down to the end. I mean, really, we're looking at maybe three or four more jams here. Matt Kinkle's doing all he can to get past that big wall of Bled and Jute, and he gets out. Lead jammer for the Grand Slammers.
It is really looking like this one's going to come down to the wire with Matt Kinkle in the lead.
There's nothing more important than that lead jammer right now. Screech pops his way through. That was huge. He needed to get out of there. He had a big wall ahead of him.
This was some really patient, slow play there by Screech around, waiting for the opportunity to present itself, and then he took full advantage of it to get out of the back. But not before Matt Kinkle picks up 4 points.
That's an important 4 points, too. That brings him within 10. We have an 8-point differential if my math is correct. And it usually is when we have that close. We're pretty good at under 10 points.
That's right. It may be cliche, but ladies and gentlemen, you paid for a whole seat, but you're only going to use the edge here as time winding down.
2 minutes. What do we have here? This looks like Batwing versus Prime. This is a big jam. They're both having trouble getting through these walls. Get back. The Primes are looking for a cut there. Prime's working his way through. He just gets that double XL and he gets out. Batwing needs to score as many as he can before Prime gets in there. He gets 4 points.
Big 4 points there.
Here we go. This is it. 4 points separating this game. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. This is the closest game of the season.
Yeah, this could very well be the last jam.
Get crazy, folks. This is it.
It's going to be Screech around taking the line for the Primes. against
Watch for who gets
Hill.
watch for who gets that lead jammer. That is an important aspect of this jam. Who gets lead? Because they control the jam. And they're both neck and neck here. Last working is ready to get through. He falls down. Screech goes down too. This is it. We might have a split back here. Matt gets lead jam. He controls the jam. Screech gets through though. That's a big thing. Here we go. Matt's going to score as many points as he can. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie game with 30 seconds left. An important timeout. The Crimes take an important timeout. This is time to put your best guys in. I think you're going to see two very big packs out there.
Oh, I gotta tell you, these two teams have to put their best jammers out there for this jam. A very good timeout, because I got a feeling we're gonna see number 11, Debaucher's Prime, out there for the Crimes, and I think we're gonna see Nat King Kill out there for the Slammers. No, actually we're gonna see Batman.
But you know what? Matt's in there as a blocker because he is equally good. He is a double threat.
That's right. These two teams are going to put out there what they call their power packs. They're going to put their best packs out there. And that's what we're going to
It
see.
looks like double XL has been thrown out of the game. Is that 6 penalties for you, double XL? Double XL actually had 7 penalties. You only need 6 to get kicked out, but double XL went for it and got 7.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's where the Crimes are in trouble.
Oh, you need 7?
Here's where the Crimes are going to have a problem, and the fact that it is a 3-on-2 pack advantage in favor of the Slammers.
I never get 7 penalties though.
Well, you know what, Zombie? When you don't get that many penalties, you don't need to know.
That's right.
You know how it works?
This is such a huge jam. Watch
Here we
this
go.
huge jam. Oh no! This is it.
And that's
Bentley has beat the jam. This is what the Grand Slammers are looking for. The Blockers Prime is out. It's about the blockers now. Can Batwing pass the Crime's blockers? All he needed was